Good evening, free enterprise fans, and welcome to a midnight in Eastern Time Zone race between zilch6 and Pyre. We are on the waxing side of the Red Moon bracket, and I'm Neon Gray. With me is some dude named Pancrez. You've never heard of him. Uh, Restreaming us tonight is Harumph, and who do we have? Tracking, we've got Jay Brunter with us, of course. How you feeling tonight about this match, Pancrez?
Oh, I'm feeling great, Neon. Thanks for asking. It's going to be an exciting one. Zilch and Pyre, long-standing tournament runners. They've been around for many years, tearing it up in many different tournament brackets, and now we get to watch them head-to-head here on the Red Moon Waxing bracket. It's going to be an exciting matchup.
Yeah, and we've already got some spice showing here. Unlike the usual thing you might call spice, which would make it hotter, we've got Fu as our starting character, bringing along his boatload of starting hit points, and we've got a water hag on our checklist of bosses today. So today our spices are nice, soothing spices to ease the pain of that Belvalis, Ogopogo, Wyvern, all that good stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely. Call them soothing spices. I call them rare spices. We've got less than a 1 in 12 for the Fusoya. We have something like a 1 in 100 or less for the water hag appearance. And just to rub it in, every other boss super nasty with what we're looking for. Sometimes you just get the antlions and the asuras of the world, but we've got Wyvern and Ogopogo and Evil Wall and Valvalis. That's a mean boss set.
Yeah, there's so many spots where any of those bosses could just give you a really hard time there.
But, these runners, I'm sure they can do it. They have a Fu by their side to get the ball rolling. It's going to be a big question of what spells we get early to really get the ball rolling, and what other characters we pick up along the way. I've played a couple seeds, even though I'm not quite in the tournament, and the Fusoya starts are always interesting with just, beating up a bunch of bosses, getting, the bare minimum characters to continue beating up the bosses that he can't beat up with the spells he has at the moment.
Yeah.
I wonder what the runners are going to do.
Yeah, this should be really interesting. I know we've had a surprising number of Fu seeds rolled, but I have not caught any of them myself on either blue or red.
Well,
so
hey, tonight
I'm really
that gets to
excited
change.
to see those. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Should be off any second now.
And of course, we also have the important question: what are our starting key items going to be? We know it's going to be a hook route. That's one of the features of the flag set. But where is that darkness crystal? Where is the pass? Where are the key items that gate the bosses? And who are we going to see as our partner as we get this started?
Brady is not going to help Fu much to start, and that Luca key isn't going to do much for us anytime soon.
Leviathan, not one of our required 8 as well to send us off on our journey. Maybe we can pick up a Leviathan summon later for this Rydia. But for now, it just means that we are gonna go beat some stuff up, I hope.
Yeah, let's hope we actually have some manner of stopping power, but we'll see what the party is too, because of course we don't need to take encounters to fill our group up.
Nah, not at all. No bosses, or rather, no characters over on Hobbs, no characters in the Baron, no characters in any gated spot. A boss in Mist Cave. Pyre heads right over there at the start, Zilch not far behind. We're going to see our very first boss check under a minute. Let's go.
Yeah, we need to start feeding this food now. Do we have a lightning spell?
Oh, well, we have 10 Thor Rages. Worst case scenario. Yep, there one goes.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Right,
immediate difference here.
Yeah, Pyre taking the time to kill off the Rydia, possibly saving her for a eventual slingshot, or maybe just wants that 4 agility anchor to keep Fu at relative agility 1. Looks like Mute, Heal, and Ice 1, not super powerful spells.
Yeah, don't love that. But you know what? You gotta kill all the bosses to get all the spells. Well, all the bosses he needs. That was a pointless sentence.
There was a point in there. There's always a point to a sentence, you know. Just
Yeah.
sometimes it gets lost in the waterfalls.
Yes. Like Rosa here.
Oh yeah, Rosa, not a bad pickup at all. Runax on Zilch's side, not a bad pickup either. Characters and equipment all around.
Yeah, some very handy finds here.
Oh, I can never say that I'm upset, like with a Rydia or a secondary black mage, a white mage, a couple pieces of good gear, a Fusoya. It's, this is a pretty generous start, all things considered. We don't have just like Edward, Sid, and a whole bunch of weenie gear. We got some.
Yeah, like we got a party going on here, and Zilch just getting the rune axes. That's gonna be some cash at this point, because
Definitely. Don't need to save too many of them. We don't have any of those mage boss objectives either.
Yeah, and an Odin there in the Damsian treasury, which there are circumstances where that can be quite handy, or again, it'll be good cash.
Yeah, definitely. $10,000 dues ain't nothing to scoff at. D-Lunar's in the Antlion spot. Not one of our required sparkles, but means that...
Fire 2.
Yeah, we've got Fire 2. We started with Fire 2 then.
Nice.
That's a pretty good start for Sfu, honestly. You're lucky sometimes to start with Drain.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just get nothing useful out of them at the start.
Float, Sight, Fire 1, not useful. Along that same vein, but the Baron Key, 2 extra boss checks, something to maybe get some direction in this early game.
Yeah, and what do you think too of getting access to a gated shop 3 minutes in with stuff we can sell quite handily?
Oh yeah, Zilch especially with those double rune axes sitting on that lot of money can pick up some charm rods for food to boost that magic power. Can get maybe, since his Rydia is getting levels, maybe a tiara for her to go with a Sylph for Leviathan purchase down the road.
Yeah, so that's quite a nice find to see that early.
That said, Zilch also skipping these extra character checks. He doesn't have the Rosa, he doesn't have the Porum. He's content just getting experience on these two.
Yeah, which, you know what? Fair enough. If you can cut, any, extraneous movement out of your seed, then you should.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And this Fu can take whatever, so there's no need to go too far out of your way. You're gonna go up ordeals, just because of the boss count there, so that's gonna be another character you're gonna pass no matter what.
Yeah, and of course we do have to raise the hovercraft. We are guaranteed our hook crown. So low character percent, we're probably going to still hit 4 of those characters. But we'll see. Maybe Zilch will surprise us.
Yeah, and I've seen too, other people just moving the Mysidia check to be after ordeals as you're looping back that way too.
Oh yeah, definitely. Virus and Fire 3 at 800 hit points.
Ooh.
Well, that's gonna expedite things quite a lot here.
Yeah, that pushing so hard on those bosses is having results real fast for Zilch.
Yeah, we're just gonna be able to blow up everything, except even a Pale Dim in our way. We can hit that with Virus. We have access to non-elemental.
Yeah.
This is going to be a lightning fast early game. We've got all the spells we can want to start just really blitzing more and more bosses. We just need to find some of those required ones, he says at the 6-minute mark. Where are the bosses?
Yeah, of course, looking at this party, this is a situation where, a badly placed Val could be a serious problem, even if not for too terribly long once we get levels. Right now, a bad Val could be an issue.
Oh yeah, definitely. Back attack Val. With this group, we don't have enough multipliers to get through. Pyre can at least aim through the defenses, but that's a slow fight and one that you don't want to be seeing.
Yeah, that's 1 to 200 chip damage with whatever we're likely to find.
We'll see. We'll see. It's all going to depend. Where is it? And of course, we still have 3 character spots unseen. Who are those
Yes.
characters? Is one of them a Kane to just circumvent the issue entirely, or will we just find some extra power in a Yang or Sid?
Yeah, because we do have... There are still options out there. That Dark Elf is the only thing at Fabul.
There it goes. Pyre retreads, finds the karate in the waterfall. Gonna get a couple extra spells. I don't like, or rather, I don't dislike coming back for this. Once you get that big spell, you can blow it up in one hit, make it a quick fight instead of a slog through the high agility of the spot relative to the other overworld spots.
Yeah, you can just one-shot it like that.
Just like that, 3,200 damage. It goes down. Zilch picks up the tower key over in Fabul. That's an extra boss check.
Yeah, but still not immediate progression.
No, not at all. But, that's kind of how this early game is going to be. Right now, we're just kind of looping around, picking up some bosses here, picking up some bosses there. Whatever's in our way, we blow up with Fusoya, we make him stronger, and try to get to that eventual new Quake spell, or Weak spell, if we want to maybe grind a little early.
Yeah, or even something like Stone. That's,
Oh, I love Stone. It's so there's so much utility in Stone.
Yeah, like, it will take out almost anything.
Oh yeah, every overworld boss, or not boss bot, trap chest, all of those in Emlyn Castle can be stoned. All of them underground, except for the ghosts, can be stoned. It's pretty helpful in the right circumstances.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure how much trap chesting we are going to be doing with this crew. I mean, our mages don't benefit a ton from all that equipment. No tier 7s or 8s outside of a Bahamut summon. That'll really get them going.
Yeah, not likely to happen. For us, it's a possibility if it were to proc for us before one of the other good kill shots, and we ran into that gauntlet, though, so there is potential for relevance.
Oh yeah, definitely. Speaking of relevance, Ogo Pogos. That is our first objective sighting. Let's go. Let's Ogo. Pyre opting to just blow it up with Fire 3, gets through in one shot, and Zilch goes for the virus route. Beats one blaze counter, but this second one should do the trick.
Yeah, there we go. And just some dolls here, which are a problem made for Fu, really.
Yeah, we've got so many spells already to just take them out in one go. It's going to be a breeze for both runners.
Yeah,
or
Pyre
a flame, fire, I don't know.
Well, he is named Pyre, so
True.
It makes sense.
Yeah, I gotta go for the direct flammable approach. I suppose we can rename to, Meteor. Not like while we're live racing, but Pyre, maybe you want to rebrand after this.
Yeah.
Once we pick up Meteor, not there, Size, Peep, and Toad. Ooh, Virus shorts it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the other reason why. Like, I was like, the Fire 3 really is.
Oh, well.
Oh, but the virus gets it.
Hey, if first virus doesn't get it, second virus clears it up. We're through. Both runners through the Calbrina. Pyre in the Cluya closet picks up the Earth Crystal and finds Demus.
Yeah, that follows. I don't know. It's pure confirmation bias, but if I don't get a useful key item out of Antlion and Fabul, that is when my brain starts to go, well, what if it's Mist Dragon?
Yeah, what if? Where is that hook? Oh, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 options available to us now with this Demus turn in, Baron check, the Earth Crystal, and the Baron in. Where's our hook?
Yeah, it's gotta be somewhere. It doesn't have to be at one of those three, because we do still have above-ground chains available. Oh, and that's white for zilch, along with the aforementioned stone, which I will say again to chat, stone is a good spell.
It's less good when it misses from, the center slot or outside of the center slot, but that's why it's only costs 15 MP. You could try again.
I would simply have good RNG.
Yeah, I would just simply choose to not miss. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Alright, Pyre backtracks over to Fabul. I wonder where the runners are going to go from here, because we have this Earth Crystal to Baron and Baron in chain, all lined up super nicely for convenient routing.
Yeah. I think he might have been hoping to do the Fade if there'd been no hook for more deals, but
now, there is no hook, so, well, what's left? Oh, Zilch, where you go? Are you going? Yeah, Troya. Woo!
Oh, missed. Gotta check our
Yes.
dragon.
Ah, that's fair. Decorate the countryside. We come on in. What will Rhea's mom have?
We're going shopping first before looting the dead body of our leading character's mother.
Zilch, the Viridia's not even in slot 1. You did this intentionally. No. Well. There's a reason.
And that's why we land on the right side.
Definitely. We don't want to, burninate the countryside quite yet. Maybe we do. I don't know.
Probably not.
Although I believe Pyre did pick up exit from the third ordeals boss, so Zilch should be sitting on that as well.
Yeah, I think so.
So worst case, we can exit out of there, escape, but Zilch decides he doesn't want to. He's going to go elsewhere.
Yeah.
Continues to virus down these early game bosses and get them all run. Looking for those big, spicy 13, 14, 1500 HP spells.
Yeah, he's actually losing a fair bit of time to the viruses here, I think.
Yeah. Having to re-input the command, go through the animation time a second time isn't helping a ton.
Yeah,
what?
You do have to wait on the cast for Fire 3, but I think it's less than casting Virus twice.
Oh, wait a minute, but Pyre. Pyre's opening some boxes.
Oh.
Great! Treasury!
Alright, Artibo, White Spear, Crystal Armor, that's money.
Dragon Whip.
Mute Knife, Change Rod, Power Staff.
That was a loaded jug.
Yeah, for the most part. A couple nice items in there, but not a whole lot for the party that we are currently rocking. I suppose that the Artibo could be real nice on Rosa, or on Sid. Turn either of them into a pretty strong early game, or late game even, powerhouse.
Yeah, or if you need for some reason to just spike your anchor high, that's also really handy for that. We do still have a fair few slow spots left, so that is a possibility. But
Zilch also going to pick up those 18 boxes, not to be... doesn't want to feel left out.
Yeah, I mean, early enough, and it is the treasury, you haven't done any serious looting yet, not really, but
you definitely don't want to skip this when your opponent might take it, with it being this early. Like a Stardust Rod pickup, a White Shirt, a Moon Veil for certain bosses could all be huge pickups that you just don't want to be without.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so we picked up all of our chests. Pyre has ascended the Tower of Zon. Who do we see in the first spot? Sparkle number 3. Oh,
There he is.
Required sparkle number 2. Let's go. Except let's not go. Wait, why isn't this in a meaner spot?
Yeah, like this could one-shot. This should one-shot.
Not quite. Yeah, this spot, Magus Sister's not a ton of HP. Or rather, magic power.
Yeah.
But
You're
also,
right.
But also not a lot of agility. Fusoya, keeping them slow. That's about 7,500, 1,500 to go. This virus should do the trick. Oh, okay. It was just enough.
I do like this spot. Like, this is the easiest spot in the game to remember your stats for. It's 9,000, 9,000, 9,000.
Yeah, we like 9,000. It's a good number.
Yeah.
Now, we also have to, life everybody up because they're all dead from the not quite 9,000 damage Mega Nuke. But
yeah, we're just pushing straight past that because we already know where Wyvern is and Ogopogo.
Yeah. Only thing left that could really mess up our day. Well, I guess 2 things left that could mess up our day in the second spot that are both required. Our Golbez and our Valvalis could be a little tricky.
Yeah.
Dark Knight Cecil in the second spot of Baron, or Dwarf Castle rather, and white piggy ears, I think? I can't quite tell.
Yeah, I am not sure.
And for those who don't know, due to our palette limitations, depending on the boss sprite that is here... No, those were yellow piggy ears.
Very nice.
Very nicely done. Getting that murder off. Still 2 party members alive. The spot is kind of fast. If the virus hits Fusoya after the consumption phase, we'll call it, this could be a not great situation.
Yeah, because he did just sail past without saving.
So that'll be 3 objectives once we get through this Tower of Zot. Double up here.
Yeah, the hard required Zot. And watch this have the hook, too.
This can't have the hook. Golbez and
we
Wyvern.
Can't, because Wyvern and Golbez.
Yeah, 2 bosses that can't get our underground access under standard boss randomization. But, that means that we're going to land right there in Baron, and we know that our eventual underground access will have to be there. Either in the inn or from the main throne.
Yeah. I do like that.
Virus hits Fu, 1680.
Oof.
Try to buffer the veil. Alright, we're fine.
Yeah, there we go. Just in time for that lit 3. But it's so much magic.
Oh yeah, definitely. A deceptive amount of magic. Gotta make sure those weaks land in vanilla.
Yeah, we all know just how wonky the accuracy of that spell is.
Yeah. Alright. Zilch comes in with only 2 people alive, doesn't have to get silly with the virus cast. Doesn't want to use the Star Veil beforehand either, though. Maybe worried that it'll wear off beforehand, or that it just won't get off at all and eat it.
Yeah, I think the latter are more likely, just because, I think with a Fu Anchor, you're not really in danger of that expiring before Golbez gets himself.
Nah, unlikely. And it's mealtime over there. Pyre finishes Zot, gets his 3rd objective, gets the Darkness Crystal.
Ooh, now that's exciting.
Oh, exciting's one word. It opens up a whole slew of bosses, though, and it makes a very exciting routing choice at the very least, though.
I love me some Overworld Darkness. And so does Pyre.
Pyre, raising that whale straight up. I'm gonna probably check the Mysidia characters while he's here, and since he's kept his Rydia dead the entire seed, we'll be able to slingshot her if he chooses to grind at this point, along with anybody that's over here in the tower.
Yeah, has Fu popped weak yet?
That's a good question. I don't think so. Like, it might have been from one of these Zot 2 spells, but I didn't catch the exact list.
Yeah. we've got a fair few bosses yet, so...
And even if this doesn't give us weak, we have 4 guaranteed bosses in Baron Inn and Baron Castle. Since both foos are going to be at 1500 HP after this SOT 2, that'll be for certain that they will be able to hit weak. Fatal Hold Life 2, not the weak that we're looking for. Pyre checks his spells to look for it. Sees, nope.
Yeah, so we'll just go mop the floor with Baron.
Yeah, why not? It's over there, it's a quick set of checks, and you still need the hook. Where's the hook?
Yeah, like, going to go level now would be all well and good, but we're probably going to need a hook.
Probably. Maybe we don't. Maybe we're just going to go to the moon and find, 3-4 bosses right up there.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly possible. Not likely, but look at the seed.
It looks like Pyre has made his decision on people that he wants alive. Keeps Rydia down, also smacks Porum, but looks like that might have just been an accident.
Yeah, it could be. Cure 4.
Not quite. Cure 4, great for the... If we do a demission grind, great for it. Keep everybody topped up. Our boss is just going down like flies. Overwhelming power is not hard to come by when you start with a Fusoya.
Yeah, there's a reason why he's so limited.
Definitely. And plus, this seat's super generous with the spells that we got as well. Virus sets, what was it, 800? Fire 2 was in our starting set.
Yeah, like, there's Quake.
Yeah, but still no weak. There's the Sand Rupee. Which means we only have 2 key items possible from the Baron main throne. We're either getting a hook or we're getting a twin harp, which will then give the hook.
Well, Rumpf did roll the seed.
You raise some good points. Maybe okay. The twin harp doesn't exist. It's hidden probably behind the CPU spot, and, that doesn't give a key item, so obviously the twin harp doesn't exist.
Either that, or it's, like, super required.
50-50. We'll find out.
Yeah.
It's either required or it isn't. We'll see which. The odds of it being required aren't super high. Like, looking at our key item situation, once we pick up the hook, the only boss spot that we don't have access to is the twin harp. We're technically in go mode in some considerations of the word. There's a lot of extra steps in there. You have to run around both planets and pick up those last 4 bosses.
Go mode, but we're short on gas.
Yeah. Gotta, swing over to the station, pick up a couple snacks, maybe a drink, and, refill the tank. And then we're in go air quotes mode.
Yeah.
Is it rest stop mode? Nah, that doesn't roll off the tongue, right?
Yeah, no, you're...
More runners in lockstep walking through this barren waterway. They know that this is just a Leviathan. They know that Golbez and Wyvern are both gone. No need for a save. We're just charging through.
Yeah.
Question in chat. Pyre has not yet checked Demist. Whether he is forgotten or is saving it for later, who can say? We know that the Demist Turn is just the package, so unless that's exactly a required boss, might not bite him. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I've seen some runners lately waiting until after Baron to check the Demist, and I mean, fair enough. If you're not super concerned about just a key item check with no boss associated, there's no need to rush it.
Yeah, definitely. And especially in this seed, when we have so many options open to us. We had the Earth Crystal, we have the Baron Key. The Earth Crystal led to the Darkness Crystal. There's just so many options and routes to go through. Like, it's very easy to just get that turn-in lost in the hubbub.
Yeah, and there at 18, our final set of spells, Nuke, Berserk, and Weak.
Ah. Locked far, far away. Our 4th Sparkle on the main throne.
Boy, it's a lunar convention down here on Earth.
Just means that Antlions kicked them all out.
Yeah.
Or all the Antlions. The Antlion convention?
Maybe it's a cultural exchange.
Maybe. Exchange students.
Yeah.
Come learn the ways of the Earthlings. They live in castles. They live in towers. Sometimes they're on a mountain.
Yeah, they show you their microwaves.
You say, ow, that's hot. All Fusoyas get to be full power.
Yeah, and Pyre is hot on Zilch's heels and getting that self-same message.
Yeah, both of them were in the waterway, like, essentially at the same time, lockstep.
Yeah.
I didn't catch what happened, but Zilch did get into the Leviathan fight a hair early, and then didn't have to kill the Rydia in that fight, saving a little bit of time.
Yeah, I'm seeing in chat that Zilch ran into a wall.
Oh.
The lesser-known wall boss.
Yeah. Well, I
think
mean,
that's
we
enough.
do have the wall boss. That's one of our objectives. That is Hook. That is our underground access. Now, will we chase it? Looks like the runner's gearing up to check this Odin throne spot.
Yeah. You don't want to have to come back here if you don't have to, and
No.
you can just nuke it.
Definitely. Couple nukes, couple, fun pulses of the microwave, and we should be through it. Assuming, of course, that it is a friendly boss that you can do so on. There's a couple of things still out there that would make for a bad time.
Not that one, though.
No, not this one at all. A nice quick boss. Zilch resets out of it, does not want to fight it, knows that, or rather likely knows, he only needs the Twin Harp as a key item. And even then, he doesn't need it.
Yeah. Might... No, he was, I think, clearly planning a D-machine there, so I think... Oh, he's just taking the chance now to set up slingshots. Gonna pull that sit up.
Interesting question here. We're sitting at 8 key items after all this overworld shenanigans. You have a Fu, you've got Nuke, you've got Quake, you've got all the spells you could want. You just picked up your 4th character in low percent. Are you going to go grind, or are you going to go charge the hook route and try to get to that 10? It looks like Zilch, picking up the hovercraft, might just be going underground.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very valid option there. And, yeah, like you say, he can easily get through.
Pyre picks up the pan from that basement, though. If he chooses to go down this route, that's 2 extra checks. And an extra key item, sitting at 9 now on that end. I don't know. That's going to be real tempting to maybe stay on Earth and put off the grind for just a little bit.
Yeah, like you don't want to have to. You don't want to spend too much time on it, but if you're that close and already that able to handle anything coming your way.
Although I guess Pyre hasn't turned in the Demist yet, so he is at 9. Yet I say, as he flies straight over there, Pyre will get his 9th key item.
There we go.
Wow, we have a lot of items to sell. The benefits of the treasury, we have so many high money items that we could just toss away. We're going to pick up some star veils, maybe. No, we're going to pick up one singular star veil. It's going to be a valuable purchase.
Yeah. Nothing of interest there in that armor shop, not for this party.
Probably just looking for a curse ring, I think. Doesn't need a whole lot in terms of other gear.
Yeah. And that would definitely give him a lot more flexibility.
Looks like Pyre going to Mysidia. We're checking the characters. Oh, who could we have had all this time? All right, that's the best one.
It is the best one.
That one's probably actually the best one we can find there. Pyre is sitting comfortably, keeps the Viridia dead, finds the Palom over here in Mysidia, has the option to slingshot 2 young children all the way to the microwave spell.
Yeah, beautiful. We dropped the Porum, because we've got White Majory easily handled by Rosa there.
And life potions just sitting right there. I don't know, signs are pointing to grind for Pyre. Steps onto the whale. Is he going? Rearranging spells. Where are you going, Pyre? I'm guessing he's gonna grind.
Yeah. You wouldn't stand on the whale rearranging spells if you weren't gonna grind, right? Yeah, we're grinding.
Yeah, we just moved weak. Yeah, this is a grind angle. Alrighty. We're gonna get to see some D-Machine grinding over on Pyre's side momentarily.
And we're getting a preview of that tile set, and battle background is Zilch heads underground.
Yeah, finds a Sparkle number 5 on the hook route. Plague, what are you doing?
What a surprise.
Wow, never would have guessed. Shoves the eyeball into the microwave. Not quite enough, shorts it by about 20 damage.
This is why you want one of those new microwaves with the a little more button.
Yeah, 1100 watt. But instead, we have the 5980 watt. We get through it just fine. We're going to fight this Mylon Z that comes up next. Pyre finishes up his manipulation, heads into the giant. All right. Oh, this is gonna be fun. We're sitting at 3 bosses, but we have access to every boss but 1. We have 8 key items on both sides. Well, 9 key items for Pyre. A darkness crystal in hand. Like, the world is your oyster. Where are you going after this grind? Where are you going after you're going underground?
Yeah, you've got options. There are a lot of faces you can chat.
Oh, definitely. So what is it? With all of the items that we know we have, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 underground, and 6 on the moon, plus 2 in the giant. All 7 if you count the package. That's neither runner's peeped quite yet.
Yeah. No,
Alright, Pyre gets his fight, as expected, from his manipulation. He's casting those weak spells. I'm a little worried about the agility setup for this, though. Like, we got the strike first, so things kind of work for the first round. But then afterwards, we don't... Like, Palom is kind of slow, Sid kind of slow, Rosa, unless she has the arty bow on, also kind of slow.
Yeah, and... I mean, it's workable if, like, you don't actually care which character gets a turn, and you might not, I guess, but...
No, with Rosa being the back row one, it doesn't matter too much in terms of who can hit the Searcher, or rather the D-Machine, to spawn it.
Yeah, so you're not worried about anybody outpacing the Foo, but if that Foo gets too many, that's a blue robe. That is one of our bosses, no matter what.
Because of our less than 1%er, we've got either a Water Hag or the Gauntlet at the top of the tower. Alright, so Earth has at least one thing. Can we have 2? Find out. Oh, casting fast on Palom to try and fix up this turn order a bit. I like it.
Yeah. Fast is a really underutilized spell, I think. It's not... I don't know. And by underutilized, I mean... I don't mean it should be used a ton. I just mean it should be... There are situations where it can be used.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it really gets neglected as one of those, like, specialist tools in the kit.
Yeah, the extra couple RA ticks that it'll bump you up with the speed modification modifier will certainly help out. Palom probably going from, RA 7-ish to 5 or so, becoming about on par with Fu in terms of speed.
That's exactly where you want him to be.
That said, Palom is not the
God.
second blue robe, Dwarf Castle 1. Alright, ball. Over to Zilch. We've got, it's the gauntlet here. Yay! Wait. Not yay. I wanted at the top of tower. I wanted to see the flawns.
I mean, this one's pretty bad, too.
True, it is. But, we're perfectly anchored, so maybe it's not going to be too bad. Will the tortoises kill Porum for him? Yes, they will.
Very handy there.
Good targeting. Good AI. Board AI? Nah, we've got good AI over here. Taking down the Porum for Zilch, preserving that slingshot. Although I don't foresee Porum sticking around too much once he finds out those Mycidian characters.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah, as we're going through this, a little bit of grinding on both sides, we want to give a shout out to our runners, both Zilch and Pyre. We're 40 minutes in, and both runners are making this seed look like a clinic. Huge shout outs to them for putting on the show for us and for showcasing their skills, as well as to our behind the scenes crew. Harumph, thank you for the restreaming. Jbrun, thank you for the tracking, and thank you for being here, Neon. It's been a fun time so far.
Yeah, and of course, thank you for coming out too, Pancrez. It's always great to get to hang out, and boy, what a game!
Oh yeah, it's an exciting one. It's an exciting one. Everything's going to be hinging on where these other 3 bosses are. On the moon, in the giant, also underground. That would be real fun if they were all underground.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
And maybe that's exactly what Zilch is looking for. Other than, the last 2 key items. That he wants to hit that magical 10 number. Black loses go down, thus concludes our gauntlet. We know that the second fight is Dark Knight Cecil. Nothing too silly. A couple of those are pretty good. We still have that Artie bow.
Yeah.
Medusa arrows, not known for their attack power,
but they cast stone.
Sometimes.
More reliably than the spell.
Maybe. Weren't we saying that the spell was so good, though?
Said it good, not great.
Alright, that's fair. Medusa arrows, certified great. Stone spell, only good. We're through that DKC. I've lost count of how many D machines we've done. I'm guessing, let's see here, Fu went all the way through his MP pool. It was like 3 casts, plus 2 extras. I think maybe this will be the 6th.
Maybe? I honestly have such a bad head. I can barely keep track of my own. I can't count other people's.
Oh yeah, I mean, math is easy, but numbers, counting numbers, those are the most difficult.
Yeah, like, I'm a Final Fantasy XIV player. I don't know my left from my right. So...
Directions are even harder than counting.
Yeah. I can do probability in my head. I can't count.
Alright, we get the rat tail from Dwarf Castle. That will be key item number 9 for Zilch. Just need 1 more to hit that threshold. I keep talking about this, but I'm guessing that's why he's staying on Earth instead of grinding right now.
Yeah, that
Carrots.
I think.
Buy the carrots, Zilch. No. Go back. Please.
What if you're in the dark and you need to see?
They give you +10 eyesight. They give you -1 inventory slot. What else could you want out of them? No.
You can make friends with large chocobos.
Zilch decides, no thank you. Going instead to the tower, he knows that the other blue robe is here. He knows that it's just the water hag up top.
He will save. He doesn't have to.
Nah, he knows. And plus, we get to check that tower key boss / key item. This will be 2 extra spots, or 2 extra key item checks, 1 extra boss, and 1 guaranteed objective to put him at 5.
Yeah, like a zippy boss distribution here.
Oh, it certainly feels that way, but we also have been blitzing through the seed. Like, we had to do an Earth Crystal and a Baron Key and a whole bunch of running around to get underground 32 minutes.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's it was quite a hike around the world just to get here.
That's what Fu will do for you.
Yeah.
Pyre wraps up his grind, shoots the Searcher down, 46 levels on Palom. Going to be comfortably sitting at those big nuke white, or nuke white.
Yeah. Sid keeping a good watch on the floor there. I'm certain we'll see him slide over a slut right away.
Oh yeah, definitely. One interesting thing here, though. Pyre opting to go for 4 mages and a Sid anchor. We have Valvalis as one of our objectives.
Yeah, this is potentially dangerous. Like, it's not necessarily so, because we can try and, like, route around her if it comes to it, but...
Yeah. Clear everything except for where Val is.
Yeah, like, I've seen a Turdy Rod end due to this exact situation, so...
Yeah, although we do have that Artemis bow, and it looks like, I think I caught at least lit arrows. Maybe Pyre saying, if I find Val, so be it, I'll be able to shoot it down if she's on the moon.
Yeah, won't be
she's
fast,
just not on
but
the
it'll do a lot, yeah.
Or maybe she's here at 65,000.
There's our Twin Harp.
Twin Harp, that is all bosses that we now have access to. For Zilch, that is 10 key items, too. That is a vanilla elements over on the right-hand side. Not required. But should be a very quick fight, considering how many spells we can reflect.
Yeah, like, very welcome to find here in this circumstance. If we wanted the XP, it'd be a pain, but we don't. We're just gonna take advantage of that truncated hit points.
Yeah, only 57,000 to chew through in this first phase, as opposed to the full 64. Or the full, 100,000 plus for certain boss configurations and for the vanilla script.
Yep. And nukes chew through that hit points.
Definitely. Also, one of the bosses were, Rosa did not quite get to white in the D Machine grind. So, sure, we'd like her to get XP, and this isn't great for that, but she can still contribute very well with Tier 4 in this fight. She can contribute better than she could with white. I believe Elements actually absorbs wholly.
Yeah, and, at this point, too, she doesn't need a ton of extra XP.
No. Only a few levels to go, a few spells to go in this fight. Should be pretty smooth sailing unless Val shows up. It's a very powerful composition on Pyre's side. I'm going to be able to, nuke through basically everything in the seed, and then probably through his aromas very, very fast with Reflect Strats. This is going to be a lot of animations, but also just fast.
Yeah, this is the Zeromus fight in Microcosm right here. We're just gonna shortcut the hit point count with so many nukes.
We won't be, healing Zeromus, hopefully, but
I hope not. I mean, he'll catch a little in reflected heals, that's just how it goes, but...
maybe Pyre will heal him just to show us wrong.
Well, that doesn't help anyone.
No, not really. No, nobody to wield it or throw it in this scene.
Yeah, like, I love me an Avenger, but this is not a seed for Avenger.
Great way to set and forget some Berserkers, but we have none of those Berserkers in this seed. Like, no Canes, no Cecils, no nothing. Just a big old stack of cash if you want it. But Zilch skips over the Feymarch, doesn't go down there and check those two bosses, is just going to go straight over here to the Giant now. Well, probably to the Giant. At the very least, to Mysidia, to raise the whale, check the characters, and see what's up.
Yeah, no, yeah, either the Giant or the Moon at this point.
I don't know, with 5 bosses under his belt, maybe Zilch does just go to the moon. Relies on the power of this Fusoya to get through everything.
Yeah, well, he don't even have to get through anything at that point. With that many bosses, this many key items on the table, he does not need another key item. He's got that Twin Heart.
Yeah.
He just needs to face check the entire moon, and he's through.
Face check everything, find those last 2 bosses. Where are they at? Not at the CPU spot, as Pyre finds out.
Yeah, like that would have been a nice find if we still wanted levels, but we don't, so those guards can carry on and go about their day.
Looks like Zilch might be going for the grind plan after all. I don't think you check these characters if you're just going to go to the moon and face check everything.
Yeah, and certainly not with a 4-character team.
Yeah. Which he's been running to great effect so far.
Yeah,
I guess it's about time for that to end.
Yeah. I mean, I love it, honestly. Like, if, you don't need another character, why put another person taking up turns in your...
Yeah, exactly. Just simplify it down, only use, or... It's kind of the same philosophy as when you have a Crystal Sword Cecil. You don't need other people taking actions, it just kind of slows you down.
Yeah.
And plus, it's more people to kill off in your party when the time comes.
Yeah, and... I mean, heck, it's even more, like, menu-like.
And Zilch picks up his characters, flies, gets back into the High Enterprise, looks like he's going to be setting up... No, not setting up the Grand Minute. Where's he heading? Checking the Watery Pass character.
Didn't love his options back there completely, I guess, and there is a Rosa here.
Something Edward? You don't want him in your party? Strange.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, not his time to shine.
Unfortunately not. No spoon in hand, no super smith weapon in hand. That's kind of the only 2 scenarios where I'm taking Edward.
Yeah, like, if I had no other archers and an arty on hand, maybe, but no.
Yeah, but, like, you should always have at least one other archer on these flags.
Yeah.
I hope. That would be really weird if not.
Even Fu could...
Even Fu could be it, yeah.
He actually might be the one option who is worse. Oh, we're going Sirens.
Oh, okay. We've got 5 Sirens in hand. That's not quite enough to get us anywhere near our big spells. Okay, looks like he lifed up a couple people. Okay, so maybe taking this to get some extra experience on...
Oh, yeah, he's arranging a slingshot.
Yeah, trying to maybe just reduce it dead. No, it just kills off more. What are you up to, Zilch?
Interesting.
I wonder if he's, just going to pop these couple Sirens, get Rosa up to some functional levels to be that, maybe Zerker for Valvalis, and then go down that face check route. I didn't know if he has a second stack of Sirens in there. I only see those 4.
He just sorted, and they didn't pull up, so no, he's just got the 4.
Alright. Is he gonna go buy more?
He did popped by the, what's it? The hovercraft, didn't he?
Not sure.
Or was he just
I'm not sure.
picking up his, is that our president?
He got his Enterprise back from the tower key.
He did
Yeah.
the tower key.
What are you up to, Zilch? That's gonna be a fun question to ask him.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, he's a runner that has long been a fan of those lower level sort of lean on the power of Fusoya strategies. He might just be trying to lean on that same thing right now. Because the Seed rather is kind of giving those vibes.
Yeah, he could just be getting up to Phil and Friends thresholds, so.
Pyre also making the call to head underground after his grind. As those 5 mages to chew through this Mylon Sea, we'll get the news about the blue robe at the top. We'll get the news probably about the blue robe in the first spot of Dwarf Castle.
Yeah, so that gap should be closed pretty soon, I would think.
Yeah, definitely. Just some running around to do. It's all going to depend on where's Zilch heading next, and where are those last couple bosses. Making a pit stop over in Tomra, checking for what exactly? Maybe some hourglasses for this Leviathan summon?
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't here for it, but it's right there.
And figures, since I'm here already, let's check for that curse string. Nope. Oh, goes back.
Though, but nah.
Not worth it. Or so he thinks.
I probably would have bought one, but.
Alright, now, go check Feymarch. There's 2 bosses. Yay! Let's go! Now, we only need 2 more to go, 2 more down here. I feel like it's kind of the move.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to leave them behind, especially since, you are going to fade probably that, the sealed cake and the package. So you don't want to leave these standing here.
No, definitely not. Imagine getting down here and seeing, Evil Wall Mom Bomb.
Yeah.
Ideally you don't see Val, but those 2, well, as long as Evil Wall's not on the left, you could probably take out. Although Evil Wall on the left would be fun.
That would be. I would really like to see how either of these guys handle this, to be honest.
Pyre probably just somehow microwaves the walls.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do that, but Pyre will find a way.
Yeah, just get a chisel, put a chunk in.
Whatever happens, happens. I feel like that's at least 2 kinds of fire hazards, though, so don't go microwaving your walls. Oh, spoon.
Oh.
Edward's back on the menu.
No, he's not.
No, he's not, but it would be fun if he was.
It would be. But no.
Yeah, but no. A little too much grind invested at this point, and you don't really want to do another trip back to Mysidia.
Yeah, he's all the way over there.
Gotta walk into the tower, gotta say hello to the Elder as you pass by.
So many
it's just a whole hassle. Exactly. Screen transition down here, though. Magus Sisters and CPU, not either of our required, or rather, not any of our required bosses.
But frankly, a relief to see out of the way, both of them.
Oh yeah, definitely. You do not want to see a CPU on the move, gating probably one of your objectives. But at least in this case, he knows you never have to go back down there. I've already found all my boss gating key items. And I'm going to go check this Luca key as my last one on Earth, or second to last one on Earth.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. It would feel really bad to leave this behind and have it be the thing.
Yeah, this is kind of just a lot of covering your bases. You have access to all these, you've been on Earth for this time. Maybe your opponent did that D-machine grind and went to the moon. So you're just trying to hope you strike gold elsewhere.
Yeah. That's like... Like, it is a... This is, like, a really time-consuming play, though. Like, it's... Like, it
is
feels
a bit of a
risky
walk,
to me.
yeah.
And, like, it's only one check.
Definitely. Like, at this point, with the moon looming large, like, I feel like checking this, it doesn't feel good, but it's probably right, since this way you only have, like, you're only skipping one thing on Earth, and you know that you don't have to come back there. You just go to the moon, you find everything.
Yeah, like, it's efficiency if this is it.
It is. And let's see. We'll see. Find out shortly. Pyre finishes up the water hag, gets his 10th key item. Gets that twin harp, gets ready to find something else.
Gets the treasure of the dwarves from the cave, which is a cute hat. Puts
it on Fu right away. He deserves to feel cute.
Well, and if that's an evil will, frankly, anywhere, that Fu's gonna be casting spells, and we don't want him turning to stone.
No, also decides Fu, he deserves to look cute. He deserves to have MP sitting at 0. Going into this fight, probably not ideal.
A little.
I know, it could be fun. Charge in, 1 hit point, no MP, life staff in hand, ribbon on your head. Ready to go. But is it required? Okay, not so. Not one of our bosses. And there's the reset coming out.
Yeah. It's like, wait, why isn't he resetting? Why isn't he resetting? Oh, there it goes.
Alright, so Earth finished up for Zilch. Just has to find those last 3. We know they're not in the giant. They could be here at the package. They could be at Twin Harp still.
Oh, no, this is bold. I like this.
And that same sort of covering your bases. Commit to everything down here. Let's see, maybe you can spike something.
I'm not sure why I like this, but not the Luca key as much. I think the Luca key feels more like
conventional.
Obvious, yeah.
Well, yeah, the Luca key is a key item check. You know, people are gonna head down there at a lot of the time. Yeah. Just pick up a key item. But package, that's just a boss. Who's going to the package in this economy? Today, that's Zilch.
Yeah.
Now let's see if he can get paid.
Well, first we're gonna get partially swallowed up by a pig.
That's how it be. Just typical Mist Village things.
Yeah, I mean, you know, after all, pigs any of us have swallowed up, you know, fair cop, really.
It's his turn now. No, wait, no, that's Trigger. Pyre blowing up this gauntlet. Gonna get his 5th boss and the news about Dwarf Castle. How much is he going to stay on Earth at this point? Yeah, also gonna do the Fame Arch, also gonna do the Luca key and the package checks, or is he just gonna beeline the moon thinking there's 6 bosses up there?
It does feel like the moon would be the numbers play.
And with the knowledge that we have, we know that there's gotta be at least 1 boss up there.
Yeah.
We've got yellow, oh no, those are white piggy ears. We find the dark imps at the package. Not quite what we're looking for.
Yeah, so that is a fair bit of time lost, but we are sticking to the Earth play, so we are going down to music.
A full commitment to the Earth. I'm sorry about that. I imagine that Zilch at this point is really banking on the fact that Pyre went to the moon.
Oh no, he picked the wrong chocobo.
Oh, farewell, yellow. Yeah, as mentioned in chat, Zilch is committing to all of these Earth checks, and he has not come away with the bosses that he's quite looking for. You're sitting comfortably at 5 out of 8, or 5 out of the 7 that you need, but not striking out on striking out on those last two, not hitting them, not getting to the advantage that this early aggression would lead to him. Pyre has leveled up his party fully and is blitzing through these checks with so many nukes, and is just going to be able to blitz straight through any and all moon bosses in order to get there. The fights are going to be a lot slower for Zilch when that time comes along. And of course, the Z fight itself is going to be a lot faster.
Yeah.
We are down here. We are in the Twin Harp Grotto. We are ready to finish this up, or rather finish up the Earth checks, and figure out what sits here.
Yeah, with that foo completely out of MP, we realized, well, we might have to do some tricks to get this party down.
Well, even if we're out of spell, or MP, we still have the good old-fashioned spell of TNT in the inventory.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't want to just blow up?
Nah.
Oh, Pyre's gotta be feeling the nerves there. Pops a door open, and it's the wrong door.
Yeah, I mean, we're at the hour 5 mark, or hour 3 mark. 5 out of 7 bosses. Where's the last 3? Ooh. We reset out of the Mario Kart music. We reset out of the Octomam, the Earth holding no value in these last couple key item checks.
Yeah, after having as much value as it did,
Yeah, I mean, 5 on Earth isn't bad, but this means there are 3 bosses just sitting in the Lunar subterrain. We know that they aren't in the Giant. Pyre checked both of those.
yeah, and they're not in any of the usual hiding spots, because obviously, we just checked package. We've been through Earth.
We've only got one option left, and that is to the moon. Zilch doing a little shopping first. What is he looking for? Not star veils. Maybe a silk web? Thinking with the limited grind that he's done, going to be leaning on a single or a solo foo strategy.
Yeah, you're gonna want to pull down that Zemus. Meanwhile, Pyre is very rapidly gaining ground here.
Definitely. Already checked the Luca key, checked those Fey March bosses, doesn't find or gets the news about those bosses. Just has the package and the Twin Harp left, but has 40 levels over Zilch and his party.
Yeah, Zilch did buy a Silk Web, so he did want that. Do we want anything else?
To the left, picking back up the hovercraft, buying the rest of those sirens.
Yeah, makes sense. But this is gonna hurt.
Yeah, going to be picking up the rest of the experience that Pyre already has. It's going to be a pretty comfortable little advantage over towards Pyre's side. He flies over to the moon, checking this Cave Bahamut. He's going to get the news pretty shortly, I imagine, about these last 3 bosses that have to be up here on the moon.
Yeah, I don't like split grinds like this, and this is a lot of why. You can lose so much time just having to change your plans afterwards.
And it never feels good having to go back for a second batch of sirens.
Yeah. But we're gonna, we certainly have the tools to get through them as quickly as anyone can, especially since it looks like they're gonna be moon sirens.
Yeah, I mean, we've got Fusoya with Weak. We've got, I believe, we bought a pack of hourglasses too.
Yeah.
Should be able to blitz through some gold dragons.
Yeah, so that'll be as quick as can be done for sirens, which is pretty quick, honestly. Another vanilla boss who can go about his business.
But still not that objective. All of them in the LST. That is one stacked moon.
Yeah, that's 1, 2, 4. Yeah, like 3 of 5 spots are gonna be load bearing in here.
We got that darkness crystal from the from Zon super early on.
Yeah,
Like,
from behind the double required Zot.
Oh yeah, exactly. Wyvern into Golbez, into 3 more of your bosses up there on the moon.
I cannot imagine a more valuable darkness.
No, not at all. And that's not going to feel great for either runner. Both of them committed to the earth. Pyre doing the grind and then coming back. Like, they've had this option available to them for a long time.
Yeah, like the only saving grace here really is the fact that there were 2 bosses underground.
True. So you do have to go down there no matter what.
Yeah, so that it is at least not a time loss to have gone underground, but it's still doesn't feel good.
Oh, no, not at all. Pyre checks the Murasame spot, finds just an ant lying there. Still not one of our 3 bosses. They are all on the bottom of the moon. Is it just going to be the 1, 2, 3 all next door to each other?
Is this going to be the mother of all swag walks?
Oh, that could be fun.
I like. Surely not, but what if?
What if indeed?
But no, at this point, like the race is far too intense to be pulling tomfoolery like that.
Nah, especially with the knowledge, like, you have no clue where your opponent is. And like we were saying, like, this has been open for so long. Like, once, with the knowledge that you have, you are expecting it done at any second from your opponent. There's no time to waste.
Yeah, like, both of these runners are, like, absolutely fantastic. Some of the best in the game, and both of them know it about each other. So, like, you have to play your best. Yeah,
and we get to watch them. It's so great.
Yeah. Like, I was really excited to pull this race, because look at how they're playing.
Yeah, it's been exciting back and forth the whole time, both making the gambles that they feel comfortable with.
Yeah, and still doing this with, like, so much divergence. Like it's like they've been playing different games, except we can see it's the same.
Yeah. We also see Baigan at Crystal Sword. They are all right next door to each other at the bottom of the moon.
I would nearly drop my controller if I saw that.
Yeah, coming up here without the knowledge of it and seeing it, you're just like, holy cow, what is going on here?
Yeah.
But then, at this point, Pyre has knowingly faded the package and the Twin Harp. He's seen all the other bosses on Earth, and he knows there's a small chance that they're not all up here, but there's also a chance that they are all up here, and he's about to find out.
Yeah, you're sitting here going, it's like, there's no way they're all of them like this, right?
Well, surprise! Here they are.
Yeah, and this being evil wall means that both of our runners they do need to fade Val, as Possum Morpheus points out in chat there.
Well, I mean, on Pyre's side, he doesn't necessarily know that the Mom Bomb is also down here if he does find the Valvalis first.
Yeah.
But Zilch knows for certain, like, they are all down there. They are all here on the moon. Where are they at? Where are my bosses?
Yeah, I think even if I'm Pyre though, and if the one next door is Val, I think I still want to reset out quick and then just gut it for Massa Alter.
With the party comp that we've built, yeah, I can understand it completely. Like, both runners leaning into 4 mages, 5 even on Zilch's side, using that Anchor Porum.
Yeah.
You don't want to find that Valvalis if you can avoid it. And you'll take every step to avoid it.
Full moon for the trouble, but that's not the point.
Oh, this moon is very full of bosses, but
full of ugly bosses.
Definitely. But Zilch gets the nuke on his Rydia, gets the nuke on his Palom, is ready to go down the LST.
Yeah, and he is... Oh, there she is, and yeah, immediate reset. At this point for Pyre, it's a 1 in 3 chance. We know it's 100, but
with this will be Mom Bomb, unless we've horribly miscounted. There it is.
Yeah.
And much more palatable a fight than a Valvalis in the Ribbon Room.
Yeah, and Pyre does not so much as skip a beat, like immediately into the nukes.
With this will be Pyre's 8th boss, Zilch heading down the LST. Or not his 8th boss, his 7th boss. And we're primed and ready to just walk straight on down.
Yeah, with those levels, this team, yeah, I don't see a reason to go back and save after that.
Should be pretty textbook reflecting. We even have the party order basically set up for it already. Our White Caster in slot 3, Starbell Wearer in slot 2, ready to go.
Yeah. We're through. Gonna pop that crystal.
There it is, 1 hour, 15 minutes just beforehand. 1 hour, 14 minutes, 50 seconds. Pyre finishes his 7th boss, picks up the crystal,
and a gold apple for the road.
And it is just going to swag straight on down the Lunar core to Zeromus' chambers.
Not even stopping for lunch, but you can't. You cannot.
No tasty snack apples today. You have no clue where Zilch is in this race.
Yeah. And with that distribution, running into those 3 bosses one after the other like that?
Oh yeah. Even though you skipped the Vow, and you know that you got to skip the Vow, that's 3 bosses down there that somebody could have skipped one of. They could have skipped the Gauntlet in Dwarf Castle, they could have skipped the Water Hag at the top of Tower. Both of those long walks, long checks. Maybe still a little faster than Valvalis, but who knows?
Yeah, like, that's gotta be one of the most terrifying things to see, like, in a race like this. Just everything you need, one after another.
Oh, but other things we need. Well, we got some flags in the chat, Neon.
Yeah, Zeromus, who we've been talking about off and on all seed, is the final boss, and he hangs out here at the heart of the moon. He's not going anywhere. It's in his contract. But what's also in his contract is he wears a lot of different funny outfits. Some of them have butts, some of them don't. And either way, no matter what, we still gotta ask, whose butt are we gonna kick tonight?
The crystal is thrown. His cosplay is donned. Survey says.
The
And it's
one man,
Garland.
the one man may be in this pool as much as Sephiroth, and I love him for it.
Oh yeah, Garland, our FF1 early game powerhouse. I haven't played FF1, so I don't know the exact lore. But his, I believe, Dissidia sprite coming in our butt for this evening.
Yeah, yeah. Could be a record keeper sprite also. One of the phone games, certainly.
And man, is it a good one.
Oh yeah, great work in there.
But of course, the textbook is already opened, page 390 nuke. We are ready to continue casting these spells and tickling down Garland. 8,000, 9,000, 6,916. The damage is flying in fast and furious for Pyre.
And yeah, you're right. That is another good question about these bots. Do they pay their taxes? And I played Stranger of Paradise. Garland does not pay taxes.
Ah, Garland. We need those taxes. How are we supposed to build the canal?
Yeah, I mean, or that bridge. That money was supposed to go to bridge repair.
Well, luckily we have Pyre's tax collector side on here, or tax collector squad on this side to set him straight. Big Bang comes out, low damage, nerfed early on with a direct nuke cast.
Pausing those tinny white spell sounds away.
What do you mean? You don't want to listen to wheel wheel wheel? I love wheel 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 wheel. It's like top 3 sound effects.
1.5 times every second?
Oh, what I do love is the crack, flash, boom of Zeroma's crumbling.
Oh, beautiful work, Pyre. That is your textbook reflect kill, coming in for a win at 1:18:53 seconds. Hopefully we'll get to hear from him soon, but GG. I do believe that's Pyre right now.
We'll hear from him very soon. GG's, Pyre. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
Amazing work. What were you thinking first when you ran into the Vel and then into the Bob Bob?
I was pretty excited about that because that was one of the very places I really didn't want to fight in Val.
Yeah.
No.
But it was a 1 in 3 shot from what I recall, so decent odds that Mom Bomb was there, and luckily it was, so made that much easier. I did keep it around a Samurai Bow and Artemis Samurai arrows and Artemis Bow in case of disaster, but luckily it wasn't needed.
Yeah, that's gotta be a relief running into that, and then very nice just taking him down like that. Whew.
So then, walk us through a little bit of this scene. You finish up your grind pretty early on, 45-ish minutes after clearing basically every check you could on the overworld. You decide to stay on the Earth. After the first couple checks of those, or rather all those checks turn up duds except for the Water Hag and the Gauntlet, how are you feeling going into that last stretch of the game?
I was feeling pretty good because there was 2, if I remember, 2 required bob. I had to go down there anyway.
Yeah, between the Water Hag at the top and the Gauntlet at Dwarf Castle 1.
Yep, so I didn't spend too much time. I just checked Luca, ran down Fey March, and right up to the moon. So it wasn't that much time, and I had to do it anyway. So I was feeling decent around that time. The D-Machine grind went a little awry. Didn't go exactly how I wanted, so wasted a little time there. But overall, felt pretty good.
Well, it all looked pretty good from up here, you know? Super efficient clearing of everything. Only
Yeah,
38 boxes, as we see on this end credit spoiler log right here.
Yeah, very impressive that.
Yeah, it's one of my lows. I usually get around 40 to 50-ish, I think. So,
Yeah,
that
but
was pretty
this party came together fast, and you really didn't need them there.
Yeah, especially with all mages and a food available from the start. So it was pretty, and the darkness came before underground too, so that helped. The only thing I was kind of worried about is running up there with 9 key items, because I could have probably cleared the hook route pretty quickly with just the foo and the nuke, and then found a key item and did it. But with all those key items on the overworld, I was kind of feeling like there'd be more duds down there, but there was key items down there too.
Oh yeah, plenty of key items all over the blue planet. Like, you were sitting at 9, Zilch skipped the King Queen Evelyn and had 8, and did opt to stay down there, but very quickly hit 10 anyway, just from the couple extra checks clearing up. Like, key items were everywhere, and you guys had access to every boss in the seed at like the 40-minute mark, 45-minute mark, basically.
Yeah, it came at us quick. It just gave us everything we wanted.
Oh yeah, definitely. And Pooh's spells even helping out with that. Fire 2 in his starting set into 700, or rather 800 HP Virus and Fire 3.
Yeah, I'd missed the Fire 2. I didn't even think to look, because I've never had a foo start with a second level elemental spell, so that would have sped things up a little bit, but glad it was there so I can get through some other checks with him pretty quickly without looting and looking for more J items or something else.
Yeah, no, you made great work of that Fire 3, or Fire 2. Oh,
And the Fire 3, yeah.
Yes.
Yep, that helped a lot too.
Putting the Pyro into Pyre.
Yep.
Alrighty, but with this win over Zilch, you will be advancing over to the round of 8 bracket. Is there anything that you're planning to change up with the change to the best of 3 format in your practice or in your strategy to approach your match with your eventual opponent?
I don't think so. I'm just going to try to keep playing my game and continue to improve the best I can. I think is probably the best. I find if I try to metagame, I end up just doing worse and getting out of my comfort zone and slowing down.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
Alright, I looked way past my bedtime, so I think I'm going off.
Yeah, it is a little late. Well, thank you again, Pyre, for coming in. GG's again on your finish. A well-run race all around, and thank you for letting us talk over it.
GG's again, Dan. Thank you. And thanks for talking and everybody doing all the work while we just get to play.
Of course, we've got the easy job. You gotta play the game.
Yep.
But you have a fantastic rest of the night. GG's again.
Yep. Bye-bye.
GG and good night. And with that, Zilch does wipe to that bell and moves on to find the Mom Bomb, who is currently getting really overheated.
Oh yeah, greener pastures in the crystal core. Blows up the Mom Bomb very quickly. No exploding phase, just the nuclear phase. 7 objectives down. Zilch has his crystal in hand.
Yeah, and very likely just another walk straight down there.
Yeah, we'll see. Will he take a snack break with that apple?
Oh?
Sorts the inventory, goes down, apple. Who gets it? Who gets it? Radia does. 1885 HP, snack break is taken.
Drop to 4 battle speed. Should keep things nice and measured for that fight.
Now reorients the party, same sort of approach, with a Whitecaster in slot 3, Starvillware in slot 2. Should also be some super textbook reflect strats coming out of Zilch.
So here's a question then. Why would you have the Starveil in slot 2 rather than slot 1, which is the first spot the cursor hits when you pull it back?
Or once you pull it back, it is that slot 2 at the top of the...
Okay, right, that is slot 2. I don't know numbers.
Like we said earlier, counting is the hardest part of any map. It's right up there with directions, right up there with, like, alphabets.
Oh gosh, don't even get me started on the alphabet.
Oh no, the alphabet is a terrible place, full of too many letters.
Yeah, and I
There's at,
mean,
there's at least 3 of them that don't need to be there, and they
yeah,
come up
like,
at the worst times.
yeah, like, what are you gonna do with this W? Just,
Just sits there menacingly.
yeah, pointy.
It's not even pointy, it's rounded sometimes. Make up your mind, W. Is it a W or a double V?
Oh, if we're talking, and that's even worse. Like, do you know what W is in French?
Double.
It is.
So it's both W and double V and double V. It's everything. Why?
But Zilch does get Zeromus transformed.
Yeah, no double UVs in his name or in Zeromus's name. Or in the textbook of the Reflectrats.
You know, just one U. The correct amount of U's.
I don't know, I counted at least 2 U's in his, or 3 U's in his names right now. 4 even.
Oh, that's
Why
true.
are there so many? All the silly names, rolling the U distinguishers.
Yeah, it's a quadruple U.
Now that's an acceptable letter.
Yes. There's nothing silly about that. White's coming out there.
Whites are out using the silk web that he picked up in Kaipo instead of a direct nuke for the nerf, giving you that little extra buffer to get into your menu times in these Reflectrats.
Yeah.
To just kind of circumvent that downtime with every animation and every menuing.
Yeah, it can definitely help out with, pretty much any strat where you are, like, inputting actions into the menu.
Definitely.
Otherwise, with a low anchor, it's not going to make a ton of difference, but, it does make it does buy you that time on those numbers.
Oh, yeah.
On those turns.
Yeah, counter nuke hits Palom. Not ideal, but plenty of time to get that Cure 3 off, or queued up with Borum. Should land comfortably right after this nuke fires. And we should be in essentially no danger through the rest of this fight.
Yeah, no, we look like clear sailing here.
Zilch not pausing the white sounds, we get to listen to all the wheels.
Another big bang coming. We're not gonna care. We're not gonna see another one, so we don't need to heal.
Oh, although putting out a few thousand less damage by virtue of having less levels, and I think not buying the black shirts or equipping the tiara that Pyre did.
Yeah.
It's really doing a few thousand less, but with 4 casters, it should be.
Yeah, like you might divert the Rosa or more likely the Fu for a quick cure 4, but yeah.
Or just slam an elixir into somebody. Maybe Rosa,
Yeah.
keep her topped off.
Yeah, just a little surety. She's high enough that she would probably survive, but that's not something you want to hang on a probably.
Nah, not usually.
And we're just gonna keep going for it.
Now, so many spells queued up, we should be getting pretty close to the 61,000 threshold.
Yeah, it's yeah, there's a shake, so we are running close on time on that, so we'll see if we do get a heal off, but we
Or
should
we're just
kill him before
high
it hits.
descended. We've got 4 spells possibly going.
Yeah.
Nope, we've got 1 spell going. White hits for 5880 and takes down Zeromus.
Very
Zilch
nicely done.
comes in second place with a time of 1 hour, 30 minutes, and 49 seconds. GG's to Zilch.
Yes, GG Zilch. Gonna be an absolute menace on the waiting bracket.
Oh yeah, definitely. 2 fantastic runners getting to showcase all the intricacies of a Fu seed and all the power that comes with it. Zilch decided to lean on the Fusoya possibly for the whole game, bet or hedged his bets on that sort of jet seed. And it didn't quite pay out this time, but who knows? Maybe it will in his future matches.
Yes, and hopefully we can hear from him.
I believe Zilch is opting out of an interview for tonight a little too late. No surprise with this being the midnight premiere.
Yeah, no, completely fair. It is, as we've already been over, quite late, and,
it's only
you know what?
10:42, he says, in the West Coast.
But still, fantastic show from Zilch. Joy to watch that play. Just made a couple different decisions that just bit him a little. It happens. That's how it goes.
Oh yeah, that's why we play the game. It's a randomizer. Things will be random. Sometimes Package, Luca, Twin Harp are all going to have those bosses, and you are in your 35, or rather, hour 5-minute go mode. Other times, 3 of them are just sitting at the bottom of the moon waiting for you to collect them.
Yeah.
Massive GGs to both runners for playing this one out.
Yeah, great seed. Just wild the way the marbles fall on this. But let's see here. This was, of course, the last free enterprise race of the evening, or depending on how you look at it, the first of the day. But I don't think it's tomorrow until we sleep.
Nah.
Either way, tomorrow looks like we've got coming in at 4 o'clock Eastern Time, Dubword versus NG Dave. At 9 o'clock, Commander Leonhardt versus Apex Corbett. And then at, these aren't in order of time. And then at 8 o'clock, before the other one, Funnel Cakes versus Sorbius.
Yeah, 3 exciting matchups, all in our Blue Moon bracket, will be broadcasted here on Free Enterprise and on Free Enterprise 2. Be sure to stay tuned for those when the time comes tomorrow, and pick up any information about them in the League Matches channel on the Discord.
And in the meantime, it is gonna be it for us here, but we do still have some Free Enterprise to send you off to. We're going off to Slippery 442, who it looks like is running a seed with the Seed of the Week flags. By the way he's saying that, I think hopefully not the actual Seed of the Week, so anybody can watch without fear of spoilers. And speaking of spoilers, don't spoil this one.
Oh, definitely not. As hype and close a matchup as this was, you do not want to be spoiling anything to Slippery or his chat unless he allows you to, or they allow you to. You don't want to spoil something like this when people don't have to catch it live. There are VODs for a reason. There will be VODs on YouTube. And there will be VODs of many more races to come in this tournament.
And you know what? As we get close to the end of the round of 16, you know, these races are just gonna get hotter. So get ready for more Free Enterprise later.
But until later comes, have a fantastic rest of the night, everybody. Thank you again to the runners for allowing us to feature them. Thank you, Harumph, for your behind-the-scenes work. Thank you, JBruntR, for the tracking. Thank you, Neon, for joining me in the commentary booth. And thank you all of chat for being here and enjoying this race. We've been Free Enterprise, and you have a good night.